Hello and welcome to the lab. I'm John Breeden, the Lab Director for Government Computer News, and your host for this episode of GCN Lab TV. Joining me today is fellow reviewer Greg Crow. Greg, what's with the giant tub o' popcorn?
Well, you said we'd be reviewing movies today, and I figure what good is a movie without a little popcorn?
Well, we review a lot of things, but movies is not one of them. I think that's another team. What I actually said was that we'd be reviewing a projector, specifically this Panasonic PT F100 NTU.
Man, that thing is huge.
It's almost as big as your tub of popcorn. Now, this is a 13.7-pound unit, and obviously it's designed for a conference room setting. You would not want to carry it around very much, and getting it through airport security, well, it might be interesting. But one of the best features is that it has complete excellent venting all around on every side, so that it's cool to the touch even after hours and hours of running, something that we haven't seen on a lot of projectors. Now, the other neat thing is that this front panel actually opens up so that you can control the projector from here. But if your remote happens to be working and you don't need to open this up, you can close it, and that keeps users from touching the lens, which is a very expensive part, completely protected now.
Around back here, you'll notice that there are a lot of ports for video and sound inputs, but oddly, no digital RGB input. Now, this is odd, but not totally completely odd, because this is an LCD projector and not a digital light projector or DLP, but still, digital inputs are the wave of the future. And it's been a long time since we've had any projector of any format that did not have one. At least there is an S-video input.
Now, this unit is expensive at $4,999, so it's obviously very high-end, but my guess is that it's going to be subject to the same advantages and flaws as most LCD projectors that we've seen in the past.
In other words, it's going to be very bright, but may wash out small details, hopefully to a lesser degree than most.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We need to set this up and give it a thorough run-through.
Give us a minute and we'll have it set up.
Okay, now I'm back here with the projector, which is 10 feet from the screen, the standard distance we use for most projector tests. Now I'm going to put a pure white screen up for Greg, and he is going to use his Lutron LUX 101 light meter to measure the lumens of the light on the screen, so we can see how powerful the projector is in terms of its raw light processing.
We have a measurement of 1200 lumens here in the center, and 1150 over here in the corners. Now, this tells us a couple of things. One, 1200 lumens is bright, just about enough to project images in direct sunlight, and certainly enough to use in almost any lighting condition. Secondly, there's only a 50 lumen drop-off between the center of the screen and the corners. This will produce a solid image throughout. It takes about 100 lumen difference for the naked eye to notice, so no one will see anything here except for a clean, solid image.
And now, using the DisplayMate benchmarks, we're going to look at a color stepping test. During this test, the projector will attempt to show very fine differences in color intensity over a 64 or greater step grid.
Here, the bright light is a bit of an Achilles heel, as the color intensities tend to mix a little bit with one another. The bright light tends to wash up fine details just a little bit. However, the colors are true, very clean, and crisp.
Okay, well, I think we've collected enough data for now. Let's bring up the lights. And Greg, what do you think about the Panasonic PT F100 NTU?
Well, if your job requires making presentations involving subtle nuances or minute color differences, then this is not the projector for you. However, if you need a powerful conference room projector that lets the audience read PowerPoint slides or Excel charts from the very back row of any lighting condition, then you really can't go wrong with the Panasonic PT F100 NTU.
If you come to GCN.com, you can read reviewer Trudy Walsh's complete analysis of this projector, watch other episodes of GCN Lab TV, and read hundreds of other product reviews. We hope you will join us next time
at the movies.
We hope you'll join us next time in the lab.